Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing well. Today we're going to cut this out. I printed these up a long time ago and we're going to just color one. We probably won't even finish that one because my headache is still here. It's going on 2 or 3 days now. I'm going to try to take some sinus medicine, allergy, something after I drop my son off and see how that goes. But I was considering, I was like, is September 22nd the first day of fall gonna be our last streak of post. I was like, no, this headache won't kick me in the butt. We're gonna just keep it moving. We're gonna push forward, pretend like we're not in pain. I combed my son's hair yesterday, and I stood up the whole time, and that hurts. I'm in pain from that as well. So I'm hurting. My head is hurting. My body hurts. If you've ever seen Men in Black, the first one with the big giant cockroach, uh, I think his name is Vincent, the man from Law and Order, Gorham, one of my favorite actors. I can't ever pronounce his last name. Vincent, it's not Del, Vincent something. I can't pronounce his last name. But anyway, long story short is I am walking like he was in that. We're gonna use our color pencils today. Um, so let's go ahead and pull out some colors, and then we'll regroup. All right, so we pulled out a few colors, red, because it's fall. I wanted to do like some leaves and stuff, but I was like, you know what? We got plenty of time. Fall is 3 months, so we got plenty of time to give fall some love. Okay. I don't know if this image is sketched. I bought a sketch drawing, meaning someone drew it, or if this is an actual AI image that has been pulled up off the internet. I guess we'll be able to tell in a few minutes once I try to color something and it's still connected to something else, maybe. Yeah. Um, but I bought a whole coloring book thing online a couple of years ago now. I remember when I was in school and we had to do those graph charts, and you have to color them different colors with the color pencils. I don't even know if they do that still now in school, but I know one thing. I didn't color them that well when I was in school. Now, see, if I was a really good colorist, what we could do is color this up and make it like shiny red, and then somewhere over here, we could have like that one little shine part that's always on the apple. But we're not that person yet, so what we're gonna do is just color this thing up, make it look as best as possible with our skills and ability that we have, and not feel bad that we can't do what we mentioned that we it would be cool if we could do. So I really need to take some medicine today because I have work I got to get done, like house chores. I pulled out this yellow green because I wanted to have different color apples. Okay, and these are like some little grapes, so we can color those purple. I woke up a little bit early today. I didn't sleep well. I gingerly tossed and turned because it hurts to rotate and move, but my head was hurting so badly. And I do think that I'm probably stuffy. I may just go to the doctor today and get treated because I don't want to I don't want to suffer. I hope that makes sense. Like I don't want to be in pain the whole next couple of days. But the bad part is I'm not pro medicine and I'm not anti medicine, if that makes sense. When you need it, you need it. When you don't, you shouldn't. But I do believe that that's why they have doctors and medical professionals to help us people that don't want to listen to our friends do right, right? So we got a yellow as well. This nice crisp apple. Is this even an apple? It is. What is this thing? Oh, we could have made that an orange. We can make that an orange. So we'll just go yellow and then go red on top and then yellow again. These pencils are supposed to be blendable, unlike our color and image from yesterday. I still enjoyed doing it. So it was fun. We could have just pulled out the orange. If you're thinking, why didn't you just pull out orange? What? And not give us our blending moment? Mm-mm. I went to get strawberries yesterday from the grocery store. So yesterday my morning started fairly early, right? So I did my color and image yesterday first. So I woke up, I don't know what time I woke up, but I had to be out of the house by a specific time. The grocery store opens at 6, so I want to be there at 5:59 and 59 seconds, okay? But what ended up happening is I got there at 5:55 and some seconds. So I was there a little bit too early, so I had to wait. Um, oh yeah, this came out good. If I do say so myself, that's a really good weird fruit. We're gonna say it's a peach or a nectarine. Anyway, so I went there and I got the food that I needed, and I'll make this a sunflower. Let's get a purple color for our grapes. Now we need brown. We really don't need brown because we got well, we do need a brown because I don't want to make orange and then make yellow to go. I mean, no. I don't want to make. I don't want to blend the colors to make a specific color and then go back over. Ooh, this looks weird right here. Hold on. I see it in the camera. It's different than what I'm looking at. That's because we got these little green leaves sticking out. I don't know what that is. It's AI. That's exactly what it is. So we're going to use this yellow, ochre yellow, for our statement. Yesterday when I was with my son, he was watching this educational weird little guy. His name is Dr. Binock, and he was going over the flower. And I was sitting there thinking, I remember doing the flowers in school, like how you learn how to what the stamen, the petal is, and all that. And it's just so interesting, kind of how they um, were presenting it. You should look it up if you get a chance, because it's like a little drop of something. Now I know this is the fall, but we're gonna take this hot pink. It's called light pink, but it looked hot pink to me. And we're gonna color this first, and then we're gonna take that yellow and color over it, because we kind of want the colors to stick out. Stick out is not a good word for what I'm looking for, but yeah. You know what would be really cool? Not this image, but if I was to find another image similar to this, but less chaos, and color with three different. So like I color with this, I color with my gel pens, I color with alcohol markers, and then maybe watercolor. Like three different things to see how each one looks. But we have to pick the same color on all of them. I might try that. I have to find an image I really, really enjoy to color multiple times. All right. So we did that light pink, and now we're gonna go over it with this yellow. Like, why is it turning green? Seriously, when did green show up? Yesterday, my son and I watched the movie Boss Baby. It was our first time ever seeing it. Well, it was mine. I don't know if he said because he wanted to fast forward it because he didn't like certain scenes. I was like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Like I told him, I said, it's gonna work out no matter what. He's like, I don't want to see this part. I said, it's okay. Keep it on, and we'll see what happens. And he overcame the not wanting to see it part because, of course, I mean, it's a kids movie. First of all, it's a cute little kids movie, but it's a kids movie. And at the end he was like, I wonder if it's a Boss Baby too. I was like, I think it might be, but I'm not sure. But some movies that have sequels, prequels, and all that other stuff are not as good as the original movie that you've seen. I've only seen a few movies that are better than the original. All right. So at first I went through it fairly gingerly, and now what we're doing is just going over it a little bit harder to pull out the blending portion of them, and then we're going to go back over it with our yellow and really hopefully finish it up. Yellow. Just need to sharpen our pencil a little bit. Sometimes I feel like I have more unhealthy days than I do healthy days because I have pain every day. So it's not a day goes by that I don't have pain, but sometimes the pain is worse. And then if I do something to help the pain be worse, that's what happens. It's just a weird thing to be going through. And I'm sure there's other people out there that are have more intense, way worse pain than I do. So I really try not to complain too much about the pain. I just always want people to know I'm not here sometimes because the pain. Like yesterday, last night, I slept, but I didn't sleep very well because my head, it was like sonic waves, if that makes any sense, of how much my head was. So it was like, doom, doom. It was just so intense. The pain was so intense on my head. And now, like my body was hurting so much. So it's prickly. It's just an uncomfortable experience. So I'm probably having allergies right now because I'm stuffy. I feel slightly congested. So after I drop my son off, I will definitely take some medication and evaluate the rest of the day of how I want to proceed. Okay, so we got, I don't think I ever colored this one. I think I was gonna color it and then I chose not to. Is this a lemon? Supposedly a lemon with a snowman on it? I don't know. Then what's this? We're gonna make this a lemon, and then we're gonna get the color orange and make that a orange. I don't think those are fall colors at all, but this is our fall coloring. I'm gonna try to do fall the whole week, so hopefully you're okay with that. Well, except for the days that are the other themes, if I can remember to do those. Let's get orange, and this is orange. See, I don't know what this really is because it has this little flower pod growing out of it. I'm not saying oranges don't grow flower pods. I've just never seen them have flower pods. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a real cornucopia versus whatever this is. Sometimes you got to stick with your process, though, to appreciate the weirdness. I don't know. I just wanted to see color because fall is my favorite season, right? I think fall is a lot of people's favorite season because of the beautiful colors that it has. The Christmas winter season is always nice. Winter, I should say, not just Christmas, but winter. It's nice for people that get snow, right? And then you get tired of the snow. But fall has beautiful colors. It just is one of the prettiest seasons that we have. Spring is nice, because that's when everything starts to come back to life. But fall has crisp. It's like fall and spring. The difference between a good fried piece of chicken and a not good fried piece of chicken. If you don't fry the chicken all the way, it's going to be spring colors, right? But once you fry it all the way, you have those golden, ooh, delicious, crispy kernels of right? Maybe it's just me. Because you could take the light pinks in the spring, and then in fall you have bold pink, like the pastel pinks in the spring, and then you have vibrant pinks in the fall. I don't know. I just like it. It's a wonderful color, a wonderful season, and I am not partial to any of the seasons because I was born in April. So there's that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just trying to see where these leaves start and stop. This will not be the image that we pick the mediums to do it in because it's too much going on. We can't figure, or I can't figure out what's what really. And we also want to set ourselves up for success, never um, sabotage our own process. Never do that. All right. Okay. So now let's find dark orange. I think dark orange is just red and orange, but we're gonna say it's vermilion. I feel like vermilion is light. Uh, I think I tell y'all this story every time. When my mom and I lived together in Connecticut, I'm gonna go with teal. Teal. Um, it's this tree we used to pass by, and it was green. Then when fall came, it turned. It was full, and then fall came. It was purple. Such a beautiful tree. And before I left Connecticut, after she had passed away, I drove by it one last time in memoriam of her. We don't have those kind of trees where I live, at least. It's a beautiful tree. It's like bold purple, just purple, 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 plum colored purple, but a bold, vibrant one. Not the wrinkled up plum that everybody's picked up. Maybe it fell off the thing and someone picked it back up, put it on the thing. Not that plum colored. Okay, I have to go to the library today, pick up another library book. We were just there like 2 days in a row. We were there. No, we were there Friday. We read a book, turned it back in on Sunday, I believe. No, yesterday was Sunday. So we were there Friday and we went back on to the library Saturday. And I got the notification Sunday that the book was ready. But they had a baseball game or a soccer game or some type of sporting event. And you know, the one thing I'll tell you that we are as human beings is inconsiderate sometimes. Um, they parked all along the edge inside of the library area, the parking area. So this is the library area, but the sporting event is like right here off of this area. But they were all, it was just a mess. They probably had multiple games. The fields probably would divide up. They probably had multiple games. It was just a mess. And this one couple um, had all that stuff like in front of the drop off. And I was like, they need to move. My son was like, Mom, they have a baby. And I was like, I understand that, but they're in the way. Like they need to move their vehicle, their stuff. The baby was in the car, but all the other junk they had, like their bait, the sports stuff. It was just, I keep pulling out these greens. It was just not. They didn't think it through. Is all I'm saying. He was not happy that I said. He's like, they have a baby. I'm like, I know. I can see they have a baby with them. I can see their stuff everywhere. And then another car pulled up, and they had to do the same thing. And I bet they were like, they need to move. I wonder if their kid was like, they have a baby, but he was not happy that I said that they were in the way. I stand by it. I stand by it because the drop off is right here. You pull up, drop off. This is them. All that junk you had to go around. Like, come on. I had a baby, so I understand the plight. I remember one time I parked my car. It's about so these are my lines. I'm well in my lines. They like this. I had to put my baby on the floor on the ground, reverse to open the door to get him in the car. I get it. Trust me. I definitely get it. They have a baby. And they had a big car, so the back of the car was open. All the junk they had in it, wasn't junk like that, but all the stuff they had. I keep saying junk. I gotta stop saying that. All that stuff that they had was just their cup runneth over. I'll leave it alone. Now because this background stuff is weirdly colored in, we're gonna just weirdly color. I mean, drawn in. We're gonna weirdly color it in. And I'm trying not to find the same green because then they all start to blend and look the same. Definitely an AI image. Definitely. They have a baby. He's so cute. Until he's not. Okay. I hope your week starts off fabulous and ends up even more fabulous. I hope that all the dishes that you cook this week or eat are flavorful, amazing, delicious. I made a dish last night. It was okay. Nothing to write home and tell mom about, but it was pretty decent. But I want to bake potatoes, so today I'm gonna get some potatoes and I have to check and make sure I have sour cream because the last time I thought I didn't have sour cream, I ended up with 2 containers of sour cream. We don't want that this time. I also want pizza. We gotta pick a struggle though. We have to pick a struggle. All right, now I'm just gonna take the purple because that's a lot of orange. But you know what? I'm okay with it being a lot of orange. But we're gonna take this lavender, and that's that. Let's check it out. All right, so we're gonna leave it like this. I actually am very happy with it. It looks weird. What I think I will do though is take some of my gel pens and go over it, maybe, and go over it in certain spots. But I don't think this is going to be big enough for a card. It will not be. So we're going to probably use this as a journaling piece versus not using it as a journal piece. But anyway, I hope that you had a great time. I hope the story about the baby situation was fun to you. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.